Go live. Okay, so it's
There we
streaming.
go.
Oh, hey.
Oh my goodness, guys. Hello, everyone. It has been so long. And I'm just grateful to be back. Like, I missed y'all straight up. I just did. You know what I mean? So as you see, all of us, if you see everybody on here, you see what's going on. Everybody, I am Victoria L.
Hold on, it's echoing.
You. And then let's everybody else introduce yourselves.
Victoria, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you, but it's some kind of feedback. Hold on.
We think that's on your side.
It is. Hold on.
And I don't think it's on grid view to see all of us.
Here we go. I don't know. There we go. Can you hear yourselves now?
Nope.
I can hear you, Tanya. Can I hear yourself?
Yep, we can
Can you see us on Facebook?
Yes, we can.
Okay, so we're gonna start over again.
But it's not on grid view. It's not on grid view.
L, hello, preview. I'm so excited that we're back. Clearly, you know how Zoom and all that stuff does in Facebook. So we're gonna introduce everybody and go ahead. Who wants to go first? Let's go.
Hey, y'all, you know, I'm Maggie. I'm so glad to be back. I have missed you all. You know, this is our therapy, girl time, guy time. We learn, grow, and evolve. So we are happy to be back.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, I'm Tanya T, trending T, whatever you want to call it. And I'm so glad to be back. We've had so many questions about when we're going to get started and when y'all doing the girls waiting game again. So if you guys see this, come on in. Yes, get ready. Because we love y'all to join in on the discussions. Guys, girls, aunts, uncles, everybody, come on in.
Yes. The single people can come through, the married people can come through, everybody can come through. So this episode, we're gonna talk about what? We catching up. We ain't seen y'all in forever, and I'm telling y'all so much has happened in our lives. So who wants to go first and let everybody know what's been going on in your life?
Okay, I will jump right on in.
I was about to call you out. Let's go.
I will jump right on in.
Yes.
So I would say when we closed out, I was still single, still kind of out there and dating. And I will say that is still the case.
Okay.
I had a potential prospect, and I'm just gonna put it out there that you know, we liked each other. I wouldn't say we got to anyway, you know, we've always talked about there's many phases of dating. But I will say, depending on how you date, I will focus in on, you know, one person at a time, although we have always said or always heard, you know, don't put all your eggs in one basket when you're dating, because you're getting to know people, you're getting to know different people. And I have found that in this season in my life, I truly see why people say that. Because in the dating phase, I've come to this understanding that I am truly trying to see who is going to connect with me on a spiritual level, as well as connect with my values and what I'm looking for at this age of my life. Typically in the past, when I'm dating one person, it's just like I'm all into that one person. That one person's gonna fit the mold. We're gonna work through this. But I've come to realize that if we're just getting to know each other, I think I'm so used to just going through the motions of being a girlfriend that I really need to go through the motions of getting to know somebody and really truly waiting and seeing if they are potentially that one for me. And that's just me. So that's what I've come to realize. Because in the past, I've kind of waited it out on one person and just waited for this one person while we had always had good connections and, you know, could talk through things. And I kind of liked who they are. I've seen that if I'm just truly only getting to know people, that means I can see if, you know, I want to date you, or if you're pursuing me more, or if you want more from me. And that's what I'm going to do. You know, I try to take advice from other people. Not saying I'm not just out there willy-nilly going on dates every weekend with different people. No, guys, that's not me. But I am saying, you know, I'm truly trying to get to know people, because I feel like I'm 37, not afraid to say that. The type of man that I've been, you know, looking for and dating are in their 40s. And I feel like they should know what they want. They clearly know what they want out of a woman. And if I'm not that person, or they see that I'm not fitting well in their life, then I would hopefully, you know, they would communicate with that, you know, their concerns with me, and be like, you know, I'm kind of interested in somebody else. I kind of see myself going with somebody else. So, and, you know, I've had a guy say that to me. He's like, you know, we're talking right now, but I'm still, you know, talking to some other females too. And I'm like, oh, okay. You in the past, that will bother me. Straight up in the past, that's what bothered me. But since we are only getting to know people and going out on these good old dates,
yes,
and putting ourselves in predicaments, also, I've found that I need to see people in multiple emotions.
yes, you do.
I have found that out. And doing that, you know, it's hard to automatically commit to somebody. I mean, very quickly, just because I just don't have time to deal with multiple people. But over the phone, if I'm trying to get to know somebody and I see they've got an interest and they're a little bit more interested, then I do make that time. I'm all about that. You know, if you make time for me, because we're all grown, we're all adults, we all have jobs, we all have things that we do outside of our jobs, whether it be family, friends, volunteering, community outreach, community work. I feel like we all have busy lives, but if you are interested in me and really getting to know me, you will make that time to at least try to see me, or try to communicate that, hey, I want our schedules to, you know, meet up so that we can have that time to get to know each other. And not just on a date, you know, because even on a movie date, you can't even, you know, I really can't see, you know, what you look like when you mad.
That's right.
How do you act around your friends? How do you act around, you know, in big crowds? Because I've even learned, you know, a lot of men, of course, they know how to act when they with me. You know what I'm saying? But when you with your homeboys, are you trying to keep me a secret? Or, you know, are you, you know, able to let loose? Are you a little too loose? You know, don't know how to hold your liquor or whatever. I mean, we got some men like that, you know. So I just, you know, are you an angry person when you drink, or you just emotional and sad, or are you just trying to get me to fit the mold of a woman just because you're lonely and you just want me there? You know, all these things. So that's my whole little check-in. I might have been talking too much, guys.
It's okay.
Your girl is still, you know, dating. So
That's right.
yeah.
She's open. She's open.
Still dating.
That's what she's saying.
And open to dating. Yes, I am open to dating. So if you feel like, you know, I have some of the core values that you like, you want to get to know me, I'm open. Or if you know somebody. Yeah, or if you know somebody, you know, if you have a friend, cousin, something like that, let a girl know. I mean, a lot of people who are on here, I feel like y'all known us since we was in the church and little. But, you know, we've grown into women, adulthood. So you might say, oh my gosh, I love Tanya. I've always loved her spirit. Yes. I got the person for you. I'm open. I really am. I am always open to a meet and greet. Because even if he is not the one for me, he can be a potential network, business partner, whatever. Because y'all know I teach, I be out there looking for ideas too. I need people to come in and tell me about your careers, you know, help lead the future, help talk to these kids. So I'm all about that. That's
Thank you,
me.
Tanya. Yeah.
That's me in the catch up in a nutshell.
Oh, because you know, we going deeper, but I wait till everybody get a catch up.
I know.
I'm the friend.
Question.
Right, I say, because you know, I'm the friend that they like, Vic, say it, Vic. They know I'm the one that's gonna be like, excuse me, you know, that kind of thing. And I've taken it, it's fine. I've been doing it for 30 years.
Say it, girl.
Right. So, okay, Maggie.
Well, Tanya, I love how you opened up saying, you know, as we left the last season, I was single and dating, you know, listening to past episodes.
Right.
I always talked about friendship. Friendship is the foundation.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all, I've learned a lot in the past. How long have we been out the air? Like 3 months? I done learned a whole lot. I've had some experiences that have taught me a lot.
I know, too long.
Too long. So I will say, you know, I was dating multiple. Unlike Tanya, I didn't tend to focus on just one. I've always had, you know, talking to plenty, because until anybody was serious or really showed their intention or what they wanted, why should I focus on you? I mean, you're not serious, so I'm not going to be serious, but I'll get to know you and have fun and date. And so there was one person that I thought was great, awesome, you know, an awesome friendship. And I thought we could potentially be more. However, what I have learned, and I hope I don't have to learn this lesson again, is if somebody has been around you for a year or two or whatever, and they have not made their move, or they've told you they don't want anything more, Lord Jesus, Maggie, listen to what the man is saying. Listen, right. So I just pray I don't have to learn that lesson again, and that I have learned it, and I understand that. So that's one situation. There was another experience where somebody was super intentional and interested in me. And I thought he was a great guy as well. And I tried, right? I tried to be open in dating, but it just wasn't there for me. And I can't fake it. Like, I'm not a good liar. I'm not a good pretender. I'm just not. And so when it's not there, you can't force it. Even if they seem like everything would be great. Like, this is a person that on paper looks great. In person, you think, you know, maybe this has been your type in the past, but you can't force it. And so I went through one of those experiences as well. And I had that conversation of, I'm not ready for a relationship right now. And I think they took it as, well, she's not ready for one right now, but let me stay around. And when she is ready, you know, Maggie will reach out to me and be, you know, what's up with so-and-so. But I learned that's how they took it. And that's not how I felt. I just didn't want to be in a relationship. Really, I really didn't want to be in a relationship at that time, because emotionally I was trying to get over some things. But as well as ultimately, I kind of struggle with this. Like, somebody may say they're not in a relationship or not ready for one, but if you really like the person, and the person that came along that you really liked and could see yourself with, would you not shake that off and be like, maybe I need to try this out? So I struggle on the fence with, are you just saying you don't want a relationship, or you really don't like me? So I've learned that lesson too. I had one of those experiences, and recently had clarity around that, and them saying, oh, I thought you would come back and circle back to me once you were ready. And then what else have I had? Also, I'm still dating, right? I'm still dating, and I'm getting to know someone. And, you know, I've noticed that people and men are being very intentional, right? And so that is a blessing, because we've been praying for years and different things that we say we want, and they present themselves, and it's like, ooh, am I really ready? And it kind of forces you to make a decision and see what you're going to do. Maggie, you've been praying. Mm-hmm. Are you going to move forward? Are you going to be scared? Are you going to stick to your comfort zone of what you know of men not committing? And maybe that's where your comfort zone is, because you don't have to commit either. So it's a lot of stuff going on over here in Maggie's world, but I have learned a lot of lessons since we've been on this break, and some that I hope I don't ever have to learn again. So that's my update.
Well, all right, Maggie.
Thank you for
Yes.
sharing.
We'll go deeper. Thank you for the sharing later. So me, what has been going on? Okay. I have gone on a few gens. One of the dates specifically, he had the same birthday as me, and I feel some kind of way about that because I'm like, I have a lot of people in my life who might have the same birthday as me, and unfortunately, it never worked out. So, so this young fellow, met him, and when we met, it was like instant, like boom, 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 yes, yes, yes. Like it was just it was magnetic. It just was like people would clearly, if they saw us, they would think that we were together forever. It's amazing. We went out, and of course, I was looking like a snack, so he was all, it was just, we just had a good energy. It's the truth. And he was smelling good. It was just perfect. I was just like, oh my God. But we both were just like, both of us, it was like we were kids. We were like, oh my God, oh my God. The passion was so intense. And then, and then of course, people in Atlanta, they disrespectful. The guys like me, and I'm with somebody, don't be trying to talk to me, please. But they kept doing it. So don't do that. And I'm like, that is so rude. That is so rude. But I'm not gonna do that. I gave the attention to the guy. Great. Then, so after that date, I was like, okay, cool. Then I saw him maybe one more time, and it was still great. Then hello and echo. He's gone. So go. I mean, I'm just telling you, that's just what it was. But see, I really feel in my spirit that, he had to go. It just is what it is. When you get older, you just learn. I don't have to know why you left. You left, period. So he's gone. I think that, but it still was by far one of the best dates I've had in a very long time. And we still connected, and it's not making me like, oh God, I don't want to talk to men anymore. I don't want to have it. No. Right. I think that I wish him the best in what he has going on or whatever. I think that with that, when I went on that date, and then, of course, I've been not looking like, being the pursuer, because Victoria Turner, don't do that. I don't pursue, but I show interest. That's what I'm learning how to do. Don't pursue, but show interest so that he knows. Because I feel like a lot of people, everybody is scared for some reason. Everybody. Like they don't want to have the rejection. They don't want to have all these things. Right. So I think, I recently, I said, okay, I'm just going to be open and start maybe talking to people that I normally wouldn't talk to before. Not physically, I'll say that. I'm just gonna be honest. Not like core values now. You got the wrong core values, it ain't gonna work. But I'm like, well, maybe, let me stop being so, oh, well, he's not this and he's not that, as far as physically, trying to be open to that. But as long as we get along, we're good to go in. As Maggie and Tanya both stated, we are learning. It's a learning process, because even when it's time, you still gonna be like, wait, what? That kind of thing. Like I still have my moments where I'm like, I love coming home by myself. Don't nobody bother me. I can eat what I want to eat. Ain't got to worry about what you got to eat. And, I still love those alone times. But, like the word of God says, man is not made to be alone. So we are still waiting and praying for that, which is why we still have this show going. Even though this is about dating, it's really about more, because we're waiting on a lot of things. So that's my last update. I think that I've even become a little bit more bold in the dating realm, because I'm actually not bold at all in the dating realm. And I try to, say like, hey, I like your smile. Hey, how you doing? That kind of thing.
Yes.
But then once I say that, once I say that, it is now your turn to take over the conversation, not me. I said, hello, I like your smile. There should be enough comfort. Now, go ahead and move towards what we doing. We going out, what we doing. And one thing is this, I've realized as well, because I didn't know I was going to say this, but I had been dealing with somebody for a very long time, on and off for years, maybe 20, coming up on 20 years. Right. I can't believe I'm that old to say that. But I'm noticing, like, when you start dating certain people for like a long time, you see, and you're not in a committed relationship, it kind of makes you look at it and say, this is what I don't want. This is what I do want when I do get involved with somebody for a very long time. You know what I mean? Like committed. And it makes you say, because his job has him all over the place. And I'm like, we can't do nothing. Because I am learning that if you got to be in my city. Now, mind you, we could try to do long distance, but no, not if we didn't start out building the foundation. We have to do that. That's just me. I have to be in, I don't know what's happening with him. Just find out on another episode. But like they said, I'm still single and I am still dating. So yes, thank you for that.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a question for you ladies.
Yes.
Okay, what is your definition of exclusively dating? Maggie, go first. Thank you.
Thank you.
So I think exclusively dating is you are focused on one person. Y'all are focused on each other. Y'all are not entertaining other people. You are trying to see where this can go to that next step of the relationship, commitment. What are we doing, right? So I think exclusively dating is you're intentionally focused on each other and you're not entertaining other people.
Right. I agree with Maggie. I'm with that. And I feel like the man should bring that up. I'm just going to say that because in the past, I just know myself, I'm already emotional. So I know a lot of the times, I know in the past, I was already given, a lot of guys that exclusivity. Is that the word?
That's it. That's it.
Okay, hello. So I was already given that. And I would hope that men would communicate that, but sometimes the question I want to ask myself is how much time should I give myself and the person I'm dating to really know them, to make that step to be exclusive? Like, I guess I'm trying to see what actions have we taken to get there. Have I seen him in many aspects of his life, at his job or, have I met his family? I feel like some of those things, or friends, have we gone out and I'm meeting his close friends? Some of those things, I'm like, okay, those actions kind of constitute to us wanting to be a little bit more. Than just dating. Like, we should be exclusive because I definitely wouldn't be one to come around your friends and you bring in every girl that you meet around your friends. That ain't making me feel special, so I'm like, okay, I would want the guy to bring that up. But let me ask y'all this too. I hope that answers your question. I agree with Maggie on the exclusivity. Because I had a guy tell me, I'm not chasing no girl. I ain't chasing nobody. And I've had a couple of men say that, like, I'm not chasing no girl. But I remember Maggie saying, and you too, Victoria, saying, yes, you're not pursuing anybody, but you do show interest. So I'm like, okay, I think I do show interest. So I just posed the question, give me some examples of how us women can show that we're, interested, and a man not feel like he's chasing us. But I definitely want a man to pursue me. I'm definitely not going out there trying to holler at no man. But I don't want it to feel like you chasing me. So if we got some men out there, or ladies, Victoria, Maggie, y'all tell me, give me some examples of, what you done or what we can do to to show it.
So before I give an example or think through that, I just want to take your comment back to where the man said he wasn't gonna chase anybody. Because there's so much relationship advice and different speakers we listen to and different podcasts and stuff like that. And somebody, which I listen to him often, and I think he's awesome. And he said there is something wrong with the dynamic or the I can't think of the right word for it, but that a woman is the prize, right? Or that a woman has to be chased after. He was like, the man and the woman should be seen as the prize. Like, we should want each other, because he was like, there's this equal interest and equal, yes, I get it. We want to be, yes, we should be pursued, and men are naturally hunters, from what I understand. I ain't no man, I don't know. But men are naturally hunters. However, you want to think like, I want to be with the man that I think I found the prize as well, right? And he would want to be with me. And so it was interesting, because he was like, if somebody chases you as a prize after they get you, do they really want you? Or it just brought a very interesting perspective to it. And I was like, oh, interesting. We should both be looked at as the prize. But to your point, how do you show interest and what do you do? Honestly, I think, like you said, give compliments. But it's not just where you said, where Victoria said, I said, your smile is nice. Now I want you to do the next thing. I'm sure especially if it's online dating, like, great. Somebody's told me Maggie, I have a beautiful smile. I'm just, listen.
Maggie's that's fine.
Listen. Somebody has
you gotta do a little flirting.
Okay, what else? Are we interested in each other? How are you gonna move the conversation forward? Some of these guys don't know how to communicate well, or even know how to.
They don't.
I'm just saying. So how do you move that off of that screen? That's how you quickly, I think, need to exchange numbers so y'all can talk. And I think for me, it's easier to talk instead of get off this online. Because none of y'all are interesting. None of y'all have interesting conversations. None of y'all have interesting questions. Let's get off online, pick up the phone and talk. But anyway, y'all know how I feel about that. 3 messages max, and we need to be exchanging numbers if we want to.
No, I mean, because it takes too much time to be like, oh, I didn't check it today. Like, one of them sites, I looked back and said, dang, he sent me a message in June. Sorry. I wasn't ignoring him, but I know at that point I might have missed my opportunity. Oh well. I mean, because I was on there, like, I promise you, seen him in June, and I'm like, I hope people know, like, online dating is tough. I don't care what anybody says. I mean, you have to treat it like it's your job. Hey, you got to treat it like your job, and you have to wean out. You meet them.
Weed through the masses.
You do, but you know what? It's hard for me to connect with somebody and all I see is your pictures and you don't have nothing to say.
Right.
If you have nothing to say, then I'm just looking at how you look. Right. Don't get mad at me if we don't connect then. It just is what it is,
Right.
But yes, Maggie, to your point, I listen to that person as well. Hopefully he can get on the show one day, but he big time. Hopefully he can get on the show and give us some, point. We're gonna put that in the atmosphere. That one day he can come and tell us what he feels, because he has a lot of great stuff for men and women. It's not just, women need to do this or women need to do that. And you're right. Okay, I'll do more than your nice smile, whatever. But I mean, I will, but like, if I'm saying like, how's your day? Like, I don't know, whatever. Anyway, I need a course on that, Maggie. So hopefully you'll be teaching me. Or actually, I talk to the other people who used to be on the show, Erneve or, Kendall.
Yep.
Yep. I'll talk to them because they are living their best life right now and they're married. But I think Tanya, back to your question, when you said basically like, okay, what do we have to, like, what do you do if somebody says, I'm not chasing nobody?
I mean, because when he told me that, I was like, and we were just talking about in general. He wasn't talking about chasing me. He was just talking about in general. Like, I tend to have these talks about just dating overall with the men that I'm dating. Just like, what does dating look like for you? What does this look like for you? Just casual conversations. And he was just like, I ain't chasing no woman. I don't want nobody who don't want me. And I was like, wait a minute.
Right.
And so I was like, if you're dating somebody, I would hope that she would say that she's dating you. So is that really chasing her? Because like,
but that's in his
ain't
mind,
nobody running.
Like, in his mind, it sounds like he's saying, I keep calling this chick and she's not picking up the phone, or I keep texting her and she's giving me to me, that sounds like chasing. I'm trying to chase somebody and they're not showing interest.
You're correct.
If you're both showing interest, both showing interest, right?
But she was. See, that's
everybody's level of interest. He said it as a general statement. And then I was just like, ain't nobody running. That's what I always, that's my comeback for it. I always say, well, ain't nobody running. And then I'm just like, well,
he needs to
your
do the
level,
work.
right? Your level of interest might be different than my level. Cause I'm just gonna say this. I flirt. Like, I know how to flirt. I know how to show.
Yeah, you flirt, but I mean, but we want to go past flirting. We want to say, this is what we're doing. It's intentional.
Right.
Past the flirting.
Right. You want to get a little bit.
Ashley in the chat said, I want to know what this chasing, air quotes,
Right.
of. And that's why I said it sounds like he's trying to chase after somebody that doesn't really want him and is giving him the cold shoulder versus dealing with somebody that's mutually interested.
And then I would say, as Iyanla says, sir, you've been hurt. You need to do the work. Don't be like, to be honest, it's
don't be lazy.
To be honest, if your man, we want to take it back in times, men are the hunters, right? Which things have changed. We know this. People have done different things and relationships have come out to be the way they wanted it to be. But if the man is the hunter, then okay, he's not chasing per se. Like he's not, I think that to me sounds like somebody who's not chasing a woman. I understand that, sir. And you only want to like women that like you. Who want to like folk that don't like them? You know what I mean? Like who want to like somebody who don't like them?
Well.
I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, people who are not delusional.
Some people wait around though, Vic. Some people wait around
because they're delusional. No, Listen to me.
They ain't ready to pursue.
This is the thing. I promise you, I'm being funny about that, but I'm being slick. Serious.
You cutting up. Hold on.
That if somebody, to me, can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear y'all. Okay, I don't know. I'm gonna just keep talking.
Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, so good. Okay, so what I'm saying is, like Maggie said, she had to do a self-check and say, boom, sis, fix your crown. This dude don't want you. Okay, or because if he did, he would make, that's what I'm saying. We got to do self-checks to say, hey, who am I and what I offer? If I feel like I'm enough, then I'm enough to say, we're not working right now. And if he wants me, he'll let me know. Point blank, period. I feel like people should be like that, not just women, men as well. You have you have to fix yourself and say, boom, he ain't feeling me like that. And that doesn't mean that he's a bad person. He's just not the one for you.
Right.
But to say like, okay, I only want to be with somebody who want to be with me. Duh. Everybody wants to do that. I mean, if you don't, then I do question, have you done the work? But I'm just, I mean, that's just my opinion. It's only me. Right. But okay. So I didn't answer. Exclusively dating.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta figure that out, to be honest. Cause the dating thing has changed so much. And it's not, because exclusive to me, if you look at the definition, it's just one person for me. For me. If we exclusively, then that means that's we are. That's what we doing. It's one.
And you're my man.
You're my man, period. I'm talking about exclusively dating. Maybe that's just another level underneath marriage or engagement. I don't know. I'm like, maybe that's because I'm like, exclusive means that it's me and you. I don't understand. I'm like, but people say that. People say they have different levels. What's talking? What's this? What's that? Okay. Well, all I know is this: if we're gonna be together, somebody gonna step up and say we together.
Right.
That's just, and it's not gonna be no chasing. It's gonna be collective minds. Together. We are together.
Mm-hmm. But do you feel that the woman? Do you feel that the woman should bring it up about saying, what are we? Should we be exclusive? What's your take on that, Vic?
No, I said that on the last season. No, ma'am.
Okay.
Last season.
I'm just throwing it back out there, just making sure we're putting it back out there. That hasn't changed.
Kendall's husband, shout out to Louis. Kendall's husband said that it's not the woman's place to be asking no man, what are we? It's the man's place to be like, this is what we doing. And I agree.
Yes. Just want to make sure that hasn't changed.
If a woman continues to ask, you have your answer. You need to walk away.
Hello.
You have your answer.
Hello?
Ladies, listen. Listen.
I'm not, and we only telling you this because this is how we used to be. Now,
Hello, we've experienced.
hello, we're not saying
Right.
I've been that kind of girl. Like, what are we doing? Like, this is getting on
Right.
my nerves now. What are we doing?
You know
Right. We
exactly
used to
what
do
we're
that.
doing. Absolutely
Right.
nothing. Move
I
on.
know. It hurts, but it's true.
Yeah.
Look, we are not
Ladies,
living
do
in
not
La La
ask these
Land
men.
anymore. No
Yeah,
more La
not
La Land.
ask them. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, wow. Any other? Okay. So, I had another question for you, ladies.
Go ahead.
Well, I think I already asked this on the last one about the years, so that's not it. So okay, paint the picture. Maggie, I want you to answer this, okay? How do you approach a man? If you're interested, what do you say?
How do I approach a man?
Yeah.
Well, it depends. So if it's online dating,
On
right?
what? Yes.
It depends on I feel like if we're in person, like if we're out at a restaurant or we're hanging with friends and you see somebody that you're interested in, right? Y'all know me. And if you watch the show, I'm gonna give my eye. I'm gonna keep looking. We're gonna catch eyes and you're going to know. You know, or maybe I'll make a head nod or something. You're gonna know that I'm interested out with you, whatever. If I'm online, like I said, I might say something to Victoria's point. If they don't have anything, I like when people have wording or whatever, so I can reference something on their profile and be like, oh, you're into blah, 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 right? Get them talking about themselves. People like to talk about themselves. They really do. They're comfortable talking about something they know, which is them. So I think that's one pointer, reference something off of there, or even if it's just pictures and you're like, oh, it looks like you like dogs, or you like to hike, or you like to grill and cook, you know, what's your best meal, whatever, right? But something that's connected to them. And like I said, online, y'all, I'm doing 2-3 messages and I'm like, great, here's my number. I don't have to wait for a man to ask my number. No,
because we've had the same phone number for 15 years. That's why.
Here are my digits, take them. And then if I don't call them, right? I give my digits and he can take the lead to call me. If I never hear from him or never get a text, so be it, right? But I'm not out there asking for their numbers. Here's my digits. Call me if you would like to continue this conversation.
Okay, Tanya. I know you say you flirt, so well, I mean,
I do. So you already know I ain't bit that bug yet. I'm not. I ain't approaching no man. That's not me. But I
that's
do
been
flirt.
the same since the beginning of the show. You've been saying
Right, and that's just not in my. It's not in my core. But not saying it's wrong for the ladies who do it, because you know, more props to it. Shoot, actually, you know, what I said, this was years ago, y'all. And I think it's because I just be flirting. Clearly eye contact. That's why I try not to give these men out here too much of it. Some people take that as flirting. I really do think that stare goes a long way. I'm just gonna say that. It could be good and bad. You can stare at somebody like
you just gotta look away.
Like you can stare at somebody like they crazy, and you can stare at somebody like, okay. Maggie know the eye. Okay.
Yes, she does.
So Maggie knows the eye. So by all means, go out there and do what you want to do if you want to shoot your shot first. But that just ain't in. I don't have a bone in my body that want to approach these men. But I do flirt. Many moons ago, some years ago, I did. I think this was one of my friends I seen at church, and she had introduced us. And then when we was walking out, like I was leaving church, and I was like, "Oh, you foreign? Okay then." And I just kept on walking. Next thing I know, homegirl was like, "You know, my boy asked about you." He was like, "Who is that girl?" I was like, "Thank you, Jesus." Okay, but. And we got it popping. But so I did that one time. I think I just be throwing compliments. Like I take that as flirting. One line, like I do what Maggie says, like if I try to see if they have something written on their profile.
Please.
If they a chef, I'll be like, "Oh, what's your favorite meal?"
I'll tell y'all a story about that one too.
I say something. I mean, I always say something like, what did I say? I say something like, what's your favorite meal to cook? You know, since I'm over here looking like a snack, you know, or something. I say something crazy. Like I really say something crazy for them to just be like, girl, you're so crazy. Blah, blah, blah. Like, I like to make people laugh. I like to make people smile. I guess that's why I say, you know, I do kind of flirt, you know, with people who I like. I ain't trying to catch no, you know, no eyes.
Well, Tanya, the real thing is we're all super friendly. So I think a lot of times people take that as flirting. And sometimes it's really just not flirting. We're just super nice people and want people to feel good, right?
Right. Because I like everybody to laugh, to smile. I do not want a boring, long conversation. I'm not trying to grill you, ask you 21 questions. I'm not trying to get too deep first time around. I'm really trying to be fun and lovable and likable. So, you know.
So do you reach out to a man first online? Will you say something first?
Never. I think I was on, okay.
I will.
Okay. It's a website. It's a website where the woman has to talk first. Girl.
Bumble, I think.
Bumble.
No, like if I have to talk first, when I tell you, I don't know if it gives me a little anxiety, but I just be like, oh, this is weird. Because I feel like I have to be in control of everything. And I'm not the person who wants to be in control or to be leading it. So that's why Bumble gave me a little anxiety. I've never met nobody on Bumble. Tinder, okay, if I match with somebody and I'm like, oh, we match, I would expect them to talk first. But if I come back around the next day and I see ain't nobody said nothing, then I'm gonna throw a little something out there where I might be like, hey, what's going on? What you been doing this week? You know, something real simple. And if you just say something like, my week's been good or my weekend has been good, then I'd be like, oh, what did you do? And then I give examples of something that I did. You know, I went and
you give it to them without them even asking you.
Just so I do it as if they're asking me, of course, because I need detail. Maybe it's the teacher.
You better than me, baby.
I might have said this before, but I need detail. I need something to work with so that we can get the conversation rolling and I can see what you like, what you don't like, something like that. But to make your point across, I don't know, but I would just say something that shows that, you know, you can make them laugh.
You made me think about a situation where you said you're not gonna, or the church situation made me think of another situation that hits on 2 points. Because one time in church back in the day, I thought somebody was handsome, and y'all know I really don't, whatever, they can say yes or they can say no. It is what it is. So y'all, I done wrote my number on a sheet of paper and I folded it up, and as we were walking out the church, I was like, here, feel free to give me a call, and like put the paper in his hand. But to your point, right, me being that, I hate to say aggressor, whatever, me being straightforward and giving it to him, it almost, like you said, made me be in that leader role.
Yeah.
And he always kind of sat back. However, for the right guy, you know, they understand, oh, dang, she was really interested in open. She just gave me her number. Let me take the lead and jump on it. In this instance, yeah, he jumped on it. But as we transpired or progressed, it was me still being, so I was like, this ain't gonna work too well.
You was his mama. You was his mama. Okay. You know what? I have moments where I really even blow myself away. Like one time I was at Dunkin' Donuts, good looking man. He was right next to me. I went ahead and was like, okay, I'm gonna pay for mine and I'm gonna pay for his. Okay, just cause I said, oh, let me see what happens. Of course, turn around. He was in the parking lot when I came out. But the vibe, I think, was I mean, he was excited. It was very nice. You know, he was interested, but he wanted some things that I was like, no, I'm not doing that with you. I don't know you. So I think he might be like a new Atlanta transplant, probably kind of, you know, the new Atlanta kind of guy. I don't know. So I think sometimes I do, you know, really, really surprise myself. I do speak first. Like one time I went to Papacito's and this man was so good looking, this old man. And then I said to him, he went to the bathroom and I said, "Skip, come here for a second." I said, "You are so handsome." Boom. I mean, I didn't feel no kind of way afterwards. Then I was like this. Oh, then I started coming back and watching. I said, "Oh, he a dog." He was doing this. It was all these women, and I was like, "Oh, okay. I got to do better with my, what I see." So yeah, I mean, I would like Maggie, like you asked Tanya. I don't mind talking to people first online. I mean, I don't care about that. Online, that's different, but we have to match though. When we match, I mean, that's my, I guess, other way of saying because when you feel like when you match, you actually feel more secure. You can't be like this, just random, like, "Oh, you look good." I'm not doing that. So we're learning and we're growing.
Right.
Any last things you want to say, guys, to tell us what you've been doing and what we can look forward to? Any dates coming up?
I'm just, excited to see what the future holds.
Amen.
Taking it day by day.
Is there anybody you want to shout out to and say, "Hey, you know what I'm saying? I want to talk to you. Hey, boo." I mean, I'm just putting it out there because I know that I've been getting a lot of messages and I'm like, "What? You ain't saying nothing though." I don't know what you want me to do. What do you want me to do? So one thing that you're gonna work on, but next time we come back, what's one thing y'all gonna work on as far as expressing your interest in a man? Tanya, you're gonna go first. Since it's not in your core to approach no man.
Yeah, but I do be expressing. I feel like I do express interest.
You do. Once he expresses it.
I think I do express it. Maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. Hold on. What am I going to do?
You gotta
think. I've been trying to self-reflect.
You gotta clearly out of the box. If you want something different, you gotta do something different. You gotta do something different if you want something different.
Yeah, well, I ain't met nobody right now, so.
Well, are you putting yourself out there?
Girl, I got my stuff on pause right now.
Yeah, you do. Okay, so guys, you heard her.
With work, so maybe I can unpause. I'm trying to get work right, right now, get back in the flow of things in the school.
That don't mean you're gonna be taken out, but I understand.
Girl, it's like a lot of energy to be reading through about a good 100 a day. Okay. A good read through. You're gonna get through a good 100. So let's see. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'll take the time to go to lunch, by myself. Like,
yeah, and just be seen.
Date yourself.
Yep, yeah. Just be there and just date yourself. You can meet somebody by yourself.
Right. And actually, I used to talk to more people, like when I used to just go sit at the bar.
There you go. There you go.
Go sit at the bar and then somebody will be like, "Oh, hey, you here by yourself? Somebody sitting there."
Do that. Okay. That's what Tanya's gonna work on.
Maybe I'll do that. Yeah. Okay. But since I've been working, maybe working on dating myself. And I've been pretty okay with kind of dating myself. Like, I've never been a type to be like, "Oh my God, I can't go to the movies by myself. I can't, go out to eat by myself or do this by myself." So maybe I'll do that and see where that goes from there.
Okay.
Because clearly I've been all about work. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Maggie, you're just gonna live your life and just enjoy. And what you're gonna do?
I'm gonna work on being intentional and focused.
That's right. Okay. Focused. Okay. Let me ask you this: focus meaning on one person, or focused on when you meet that connection, that's it. In other words, are you gonna still be the pimp that we know? Or are you gonna double that? You're gonna come down and say, "I'm only gonna focus."
Are you taking your time one by one?
I'm now taking my time and being focused and intentional.
That's right. Got it.
Pimp card revoked.
Okay.
Ooh, all right then.
One egg at a time.
Right. That's what I mean. We try. Okay. So let me just put that out there. Me and Tanya been that way. We've always been one focus on one person. Them other two, Shariri, who's not here, which we love, and Maggie, they was the pimps. So now we've kind of reversed a little bit.
A little bit, just a little bit.
We've reversed a little bit because now we're all open to talk to, men. I know for me, what I'm going to work on, I'm going to pledge this and say this. I'm going to not approach, but if I feel it in me to say something to somebody, I'm just going to do it. This is what it is. If I'm out and I want to pay for, that's going to be my thing though. Like if I'm out and I'm at the coffee shop or whatever, I'll pay for somebody. Then maybe that's my way to get in. I don't know, but we'll see. But I'm going to start, online, since my mom paid for me to get on whatever. Online dating, I'm going to be more intentional. And if I like them, I'm going to say something. I don't care if you say something first. Okay. That's what I'm just going to do and hope it works out. So yes, thank you guys. You've been amazing. Thank you guys for coming back to us. We've missed you so much. And of course, there's some other things that have happened with us, but we can't tell it all. We can't tell it all in one episode. So you need to go ahead and tune in to the next times. And we're going to have more brand new guests. Mag is the plug. So Mag is going to be bringing some people newly married, newly engaged, people who are newly having children, single men, and single women. We're going to have all those new people. It's going to be amazing. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. You know what to do. Like our page, share it with your friends. Like us on Instagram. It is The Waiting Game Chapter 35. Like us on YouTube, The Waiting Game Chapter 35. And we hope to see you guys later. Thank you. Have a good weekend.
Good night.
Bye. Next
week.